at Aldous and as well as Alice now. So an adaptation, I should say here, as per game number 1. But Smart Omega will ban out that Ling and as well as Selena. So no Selena for game number 1 and no Alice for game number 2. But ONIC PH with another surprise here with the Claude ban in the first phase. My, oh my. Smart Omega, what will they close it with for phase numero 1?
They're already starting to adapt, right? We saw earlier on the marquee on that Claude was just huge, right?
Yeah.
But this time around, it's actually banned away from the side of ONIC Philippines. They have the first pick. They were in that second pick, and they know how strong Claude can be, especially in the hands of someone like Kelra. So banning it away is going to be really good. So 3 gold lane bans, by the way, right there. The Aldous, the Alice, and that Claude. Now with Omega banning away the Ling, the Selena, and the Jawhead, ONIC Philippines have the first pick. Matilda is open. The Paquito as well here, Gani. Will they go for it, or will they go for a different style of hero? Maybe getting the Eve is going to be really good as well, but going against Omega's very, dive-heavy composition, it is a good. We completely forgot about the Hayabusa. Yeah, the Hayabusa is going to be the one picked up for the side of ONIC Philippines as their first pick right now. Omega have this moment to go for a counter.
Paquito and as well as Matilda, perhaps. Or Phobius. There you go.
But if they go for the Phobius, I'm pretty sure that they need to go for the Esmeralda as well. We all know how hard Phobius gets countered in the lane by Esmeralda. Omega needs to think very, very carefully, because if they don't, if they make a little mistake in the draft right here, it can be disastrous. They have no more mistakes left to make. All right, Gani? They are at match point, and there you go. It's going to be Matilda, the safer pick coming in for the side of Omega, and the Paquito, like we mentioned. So Phobius was left open.
Phobius was left open. Paquito and Matilda will be the first picks for the side of Smart Omega. Now, ONIC PH, what heroes will they close out for the first phase? Again, perhaps the Barretts could come into play, because again, learning from the first game, it was, well, Barretts is a counter somehow. It could withstand the lane against Paquito, but will it be enough? Because Omega picking up the Barretts does not come to fruition. Now ONIC PH, perhaps they have a different approach taking on a Paquito.
Yeah, they can definitely do this right now with Marquee, Bimo, and Kyrie right now in the first phase. ONIC Philippines, they'll look to go for maybe another Jawhead, but no, actually Jawhead has been banned away. Maybe another flashy hero like the Cho. That is exact. I was about to say Cho, man. Another flashy hero. Cho has been picked up on Bimo. We saw how crazy he could be on something like the Jawhead. This is going to be the Cho picked up for ONIC Philippines, and also the Esmeralda, so denying that Phobius from the hands of Omega, as they are just going to go for the Lancelot pick. Picking up the Lancelot, going against ONIC Philippines, against the Cho. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I guess it's a gamble. But what they're saying is, you got an assassin, let me pick up another assassin with the help of Matilda and as well as Paquito.
Absolutely.
It will. The early game should be theirs. Should be theirs.
Your team
the early game should be theirs indeed. With the Lancelot pick, they are going to take that Phobius out of the way. Don't want ONIC Philippines to get that dash cancel, that, the good counter against those dash heroes. So the Phobius has been banned away from the side of Omega. We are going to look towards ONIC Philippines for their ban as well. What is it going to be here? It is going to be the Harriet.
Your team
coming
is
in
banning
as the ban for the side of ONIC Philippines, with Omega finally responding with their last and final ban. Remember, again, the stakes are as high as ever for Omega. If they lose right here, Smart Omega will be out of MPLI 2021. They haven't qualified. They didn't qualify for M3. So if they want an international trophy once again, it has to be from here, Gani.
That's true. But again, Mirko, Aldous, Alice, Claude, and as well as Harith is a target ban towards Kelra. So they are really, really limiting the options for Kelra here. Omega banning out that Popo and Koopa for that last ban, for their last ban. ONIC PH, what will they respond here? Another gold lane? Or will they go for a different route?
Will they go for a different route? The Harith has been banned away. The Popo and Koopa as well. One of the signature picks coming in from ONIC Philippines is now we are going to witness the last ban for the side of ONIC Philippines right here.
Will it be another gold laner?
There are already 4 gold laners banned, and nope, it is going to be a ban respecting Chak Nu. We know how crazy he is. Chak Mamba, as we all call him. Omega will have a very, very tough time drafting for their gold laner now with 4 gold lane bans. Man,
Man, oh man. Hold up though. Omega has the first pick for the second phase. What will they pick up again? They need a gold laner. They need a gold laner. So, Lunox, we have witnessed Kelron on a Lunox, but ONIC PH might just counter it with an early game hero. So, it's really, really tricky here if you're Omega.
Yeah, but honestly, I think there are no other heroes as good as that Lunox in the gold lane right now, considering that ONIC Philippines, they have a very dive-heavy composition. The Lunox can actually, he can basically get away from the ultimate, from the Hayabusa Shadow Kill, from the Way the Dragon, from the Jeet Kune Do even, and even Falling Star Moon, but Omega, they choose to pick up the Lilia first here, so the gold lane is still an option. Sure, Lilia can be flexed into that gold lane, but we're just gonna have to see what they go for here in game number 2. For ONIC Philippines, they are already looking for the last 2 picks. It is going to be the Forza picked up, and for their last and final pick in this game, they are still missing an XP laner.
Your team is picking.
So no
a gold laner. So Esmeralda will be the one played in that XP lane. Nathan goes to the gold lane, and that's going to be Hayabusa played by the future.
By the future of, MLBB perhaps. But yes, Omega with the last pick. What is it? It is going to be the Brody to fill up, again, to balance out the assassin. Let me pick up a marksman. But take a look at the composition here, Mirko.
We've seen many times that the Brody has been picked to counter the Nathan, right? We saw it just now when we saw when See You Soon versus Todak, right? See You Soon picked up that Brody to counter Todak, and same thing goes for Todak. When See You Soon picked up the Nathan, that is exactly what Todak did. So right now, Omega picking up the counter for Nathan in lane, getting that pressure, and also in the team fights, it's going to be much easier for Brody to deal damage than the Nathan. He's a little bit more vulnerable here, but from the drafts itself, the pick style compositions, if we're going to go on and talk about the late game, the mid game as well, I feel like for the side of Omega, they need to snowball. With the Lancelot, the Paquito, and the Matilda, they need to look for the snowball. They need to look for the early leads, whereas ONIC Philippines, they're a more well-rounded draft,
balanced,
I feel like.
I should say. More balanced.
It is just going to come into that, the execution. Will ONIC Philippines be able to, bring it to the mid-game where maybe some of the heroes have gone down? But the question is going to be answered by the players and by the teams. But we are going to get into a pause. So, straight into the game right here. For everyone supporting, is it Omega time or is it go ONIC? Go ahead and put it in the chat right now to support your teams. I'm going to be reading the chat to see your
quality control from Mirko. But take a look here as BMO is moving aggressively onto his Ryzen. He needs to be careful here. Flicker is still there, but first blood will be claimed in the hands of A2 Max.
E2 Max picking up the first blood here in not even the first minute of the game. That was 50 seconds, 40 seconds in the game. BMO, he went for a high-risk, high-reward play. He was able to steal it away, that purple buff from the Lancelot. It would have been huge, but again, that didn't really pay off for him. It was actually him getting taken down, but luckily, it wasn't the jungler who picked up the kill. It was E2 Max on the Lilia. So this Lancelot will not have an easy time scaling. But look at that. Beautiful, beautiful macro plays coming in from BMO. Able to, basically tank and hold those minions away for the Nathan, who is going to be coming back to lane.
Yeah, most definitely here. Both junglers, though, are happy right now. Chaknu might be caught, but with that guiding wind, will he escape? Because Kyrie has that shadow kill and will pick up a kill on towards Chaknu.
Man, what a play right there from Kyrie. Going in for the Quad Shadow and instantly going in for the shadow kill. But Marky is actually winning in the gold lane once again against Kelra. Kelra is going to have a hard time in lane, but once he gets into those late game team fights, Marky is actually the one who's going to have a little bit more trouble. But as you can see, Kyrie playing very aggressively already, zoning away Kelra from his turret and actually canceling his recall. So like this, ONIC Philippines, they've actually given pressure from that top side, and Ryzen instantly capitalizing on it, going for the turtle.
Yeah, again, with information Matilda and Brody is boss side, perhaps ONIC might give pressure towards his turtle here. God Shadow has it popped. There you go! God. The seal, the turtle seal from Hayabusa, from Kyrie, the future. A2 Max pops that black shoes, but take a look at top side. Renzio trying to limit the movements from Zalarsky. Both teams disengaging.
Well played from the side of ONIC Philippines. They didn't have pressure whatsoever, but Kyrie, man, coming in clutch once again, going in for the Quad Shadow steal, but look at this, Renzio already in a 1v1. Falling Star Moon being used by Larsky to be able to clear the waves, and in the same moment, in the same movement, it is going to be the shadow kill being used onto E2 Max. The kill will be picked up, and Kyrie the future, man, this guy is vicious.
vicious. My oh my, vicious and very, very sharp here. Kyrie really calculating it well. Phantom execution does not connect onto a Beloyski. What a play. What a clutch. Wings by wings and feather airstrike just to clear the wave mid-side. BMO though, he needs to be careful because Thorn Rose is there. There you go, BMO. Marky is there to back him up. No more engages for now.
No more engages for now, but Ryzen is caught in a bad situation. It's going to be Kyrie going in and picking up the gold buff, but instantly, look at the movement. That is insane. He didn't get any kills, but that was just so fast.
Yeah, the gold buff steal and the turtle steal. What a play from the future here. Again, for now, both teams playing it very passively. Oh, X2 Max catches the quad shadow and forces to use the black boots. Oh, what a save there by Chaknu. If not, he will definitely go down.
Man, that was beautiful again from the side of ONIC PH. Able to go and get some damage and get, forcing the black shoes to be used. But Chaknu is going to go on to Circling Eagle all the way to Beloyski. Canceling out, but a Jeet Kune Do will connect onto two members where the Dragon will be able to zone Renzio away as Beloyski is going to be the victim of that fight. BMO though, trying to run away, but the torn apart memory and E2 Max is going to be the one picking up the kill in the end. Omega still staying in the game by one fight.
One fight, four members down there was just too much for BMO and as well as Beloyski. Top side though, Dilarski and as well as Ryzen might go at it here. And again, Dilarski, Ryzen just wants to clear lane, but nothing too fancy now. Turtle will spawn here. Omega, what will they do? Dilarski giving information, trying to somehow give damage on towards Renzio. A2 Max is in the vicinity, but Farsa is there to pop the feather airstrike. A2 Max forces to use that black shoes.
Yeah, the black shoes has been used, but look at this, another fight ensues. Kyrie goes in onto Ryzen, dodging in a Phantom Execution, and Retribution will come through as well. Shadow Kill be used all the way to the backside. No quad Shadow. Is that a mistake? Kyrie is going to get slain, and Ryzen lives with a sliver of health, and that is going to be Omega actually trading kills on the board. A 1-for-1 right now, but ONIC Philippines will be able to get a turret after that kill.
Yeah, gold laner for jungler there, but again, ONIC PH managed to catch the bot side turret. A2 Max again with the black shoes with a solo kill on towards Beloyski. Beloyski goes down for the second time.
E2 Max getting a solo kill is going to be huge. It is a very good... I mean, that move basically ensured that they have pressure here for the turtle. But Dilarski might have other plans, man. He's already zoning away. He's already trying to get himself into the fight, opening up the map for his team as well. BMO is on the way. Ryzen does have the Retribution and will take it away, and that's going to be Omega disengaging instantly. But BMO, he doesn't want to stop there. He's already going for the Jeet Kune Do, not able to get anything done. His stun will be cancelled away. Torn apart memory won't be used as well, as that's going to be the Phantom Execute. Now, the Feather Airstrike be used to zone the other members away, but Marky flickers in and almost gets a solo kill onto Renzio. A very good dodge by Renzio to get out of that situation. Has to use the flicker though, as E2 Max will pop the black shoes to survive.
My oh my, total action here up to minute number 6 here. What a play. Ryzen picking up that War Axe. Perhaps he wants war. He hasn't picked up a kill yet, but I guess with this War Axe, it will help him to basically practically claim one Feather Airstrike, 2 clear waves, and as well as give pressure on towards Ryzen. But Kyrie on the side here catches E2 Max with no black shoes. He will go down. Renzio coming in. What are you doing? Wave Dragon connects 3 members here, dealing damage on towards Renzio, but the Paquito will not be able to survive as Kyrie picks up a kill.
So fast by Kyrie, able to go and use the quad shadow, using all 4 of the shadows, but in the top side, the turret will fall once again. This is what we mentioned before the game. They are a team that is very objective-centered. Even though they've been fighting a lot, they've only been fighting to set up for these objectives. And ONIC Philippines, oh my god, look at the Phantom Execution being used to the backside. It's going to be actually Ryzen dodging in and onto Beloyski, but Kyrie is doing the same. The killer streak picked up as Beloyski picks up another. Thorn rolls back all the way to Marky, still able to be cancelled away, but it's going to be Ryzen trying to run away, but Timo, what a combo! Quad Shadow to finish him off, and Kyrie will get that double kill.
Double kill for Kyrie, and right now ONIC PH is all around. This is all ONIC PH. Omega, what are you doing? They need to find an answer. Marky though caught by Renzio. What is the situation here? Wave Dragon is there, but Renzio taking a lot of damage. While on the other side, Nathan and Marky will go down.
What a play here from the side of ONIC Philippines. Even though they're all very even in kills, 8 and 7, they have a 1,000 gold lead just based on the objectives alone. Beloyski has to be careful. Chakna going in, but the airstrike will connect onto E2 Max, forcing him to back away, as that is going to be E2 Max half health taken away. Forced to use the black shoes to set up for this turtle.
Whoa, set up for this turtle indeed. Both teams here with 10 men, with 5 members, respective teams, trying to find an objective in this turtle here. BMO dealing out information. Ryzen with the initiative. Will the engage from Kyrie occur here? He has stolen it twice. First, by the airstrike. Voloisky will definitely go down. Wave Dragon connects on towards Renzio, but at what cost? Turtle has been slain by Lancelot, but Renzio will go down in the process. Hayabusa picking up that kill.
Yeah, Kyrie going in for more right now, as that's going to be Omega disengaging from the fight, but Kyrie doesn't want to stop there. Going in for Quad Shadow, picks up a double kill, and that's going to be ONIC Philippines winning out in the trades. BMO goes in all the way to Ryzen, still able to connect onto that purple buff, but BMO is caught in a bad situation now with Kyrie. With Ryzen going for the Phantom Execution. It's going to be him picking it up, and that is going to be a 2-for-2 in the trade. But Kyrie goes in for the shadow kill, but there is still that Thorn Rose to get him out of that.
There's Thorn Rose right now, the ONIC with the initiative mid-side. Oh, take a look at Delarski dealing a lot of damage onto a Shaknu. Turret might be the objective, but for now, we can see here both teams slowing down their pace. Again, Omega, they need to find something because while, take a look at the economy, it is quite balanced. So perhaps power-wise, they could turn this game around.
400 gold lead for the side of ONIC Philippines, but a lot of shutdowns were actually taken down by Omega Smart, and not just by any member. It was by Ryzen, right? He was able to pick up a double kill in that fight, and with those 2 kills, he has secured himself a Malefic Roar, already building now towards another item. That is going to be really, really huge, but
Chaknu needs to be careful. He has information here.
He has information. He's going to use the Guiding Wind for the airstrike. Will connect onto Chaknu. Doesn't take a lot of health from him, as that is only a quarter of health chunked down. Omega still only with an 80 gold lead here from the side of ONIC Philippines. They're well and truly still in it.
Yeah, both Marky and Kyrie here on his way to BOD, so expect a lot of damage. Take a look at bot side here. Delarski trying to deal damage onto Renzio with the help of Shadow Kill. Renzio will not be able to escape. I might be wrong, but there we go. Renzio with the escape of the century.
Renzio escaping in a 2v1 position as Omega are looking for an engage. Circling Eagle all the way to the backside. It's going to be Beloyski being the target, but Wings by Wings will be able to go ahead and save him down. Phantom Execution being used and a torn apart memory as well.
Whoa!
Look at Ryzen! Oh my god! The ways of the dragon will be used, but Ryzen will surely pick up a triple kill. Not just yet though, because Kyrie is wreaking havoc in the backside, and Omega will be able to pick up the turret for that fight. A 2-for-0 picked up for the side of Omega, and they are still in the game. They want the Lord, and they're trying to get it out right now.
They are angry, man. Game number 2, they are looking very strong. Renzio, though, needs to be careful. Delarski again with the information. Omega wants war. Delarski forces to flicker away. Omega still with 5 here as Delarski. Where Dragon connects onto Skelra. Kelra, will he go down? Because this Brody can deal a lot of damage and claim the life of Delarski.
It's Omega time, baby. This is where they start to get their comfort, man. The mid game, and they've done it all the way here. They've been able to equalize ONIC Philippines now with the gold lead. They are going to look to capitalize on it. ONIC Philippines needs to be very, very careful. Ryzen has just been popping off in most of the team fights here in the mid game, but look at that. The damage coming in is going to be Renzio dodging away and dealing so much damage to the backside. Able to zone 3 members away as a purple buff has been secured by Ryzen.
Yeah, Ryzen here. Omega still very, very disciplined and strong with this Lord push. And enhanced though, will they be able to find something? Find an inhibitor, but ONIC still with the defense, claiming the Lord, and in the process, Omega claiming turret top side.
This is going to be huge, man. Smart Omega, they have 4,000 gold in their pockets. The airstrike has been dropped. It's going to be Chaknu actually going in and dodging awaway. Renzio goes out, but BMO, he's going to look for the way the dragon onto Chaknu right now. A lot of damage has been placed, and Chaknu will still be he's going to be taken down, and there you go. 1 kill on the board for the side of ONIC Philippines right now as Omega is trying. They're trying the darn hardest to go in for the kill. Sword upon memory be used, but the shadow kill will be able to connect on the kill. Wind of Nature will nullify every single shadow strike, but it is still ONIC Philippines with the favorable trade.
With the control as well, with the map control here, Omega, they are looking very, very strong in the second game. ONIC PH, they're on the back foot. What can they do here? Looking at the composition, they really need to target Ryzen or even E2 Max. Baiting out the ults, perhaps the black shoes. If not, taking him down for sure. But let's take a look at the items here. BOD still on the way for Markian, as well as Kyrie perhaps on his way towards a, I should say, Malefic Roar, but I'm not sure here.
BOD for sure, that one,
Yeah, Ryzen already BOD. Oh, take a look. Chaknu mispositioned himself. Is the recipient of that Way of Dragon, but still survives.
still survives for now, but that is 2 ultimates used by the side of ONIC Philippines. The entropy and the way the dragon being used, and that is going to be Omega picking up another purple buff. So yes, Kyrie is super fast, but without the help of that purple buff, will he be that fast? You know, that is going to be the question for Hayabusa. He's gotten revamped, and with that revamp, he now uses so much energy. There is a huge punishment for him if he doesn't have that purple buff.
Yeah, I most definitely agree. And for now, we are still finally, the game is slow. The game is slow finally, because of course in the 90 seconds. The calm
before the storm, man.
The calm before the storm. 1.5 minutes towards the next Lord here, Enhanced Lord, and both teams playing it carefully for now. But yeah, Kyrie might find an opening in Renzio here, because Renzio is quite isolated here. But mid-side, Marky, Bimo, and as well as Veloisky trying to find an opening with on Matilda.
Yeah, right now, again, it is going to be really good because we get to catch a breath for some time, but maybe not for long, as that's going to be Dlarsky actually poked a little bit down by Kelra, dealing a little bit more damage, but E2 Max gets chunked quite a bit. It's going to be both teams just trading around, going in for pokes. They don't really want to overcommit to any team fight, because one team fight can turn the entire game. Omega, they want to be smart with it. They want to use that 5,000 gold lead to their advantage, get the waves pushing, and set that up for the Lord.
Yeah, most definitely here. Again, both teams already with the passive play. Oh, E2 Max with the ult there. This might be information. ONIC PH, if you want to engage, the time is now. But seeing from the rotations, I think ONIC PH will not opt for a fight.
They're not going to opt for a fight. They're just going to play it safe, you know? This is what Omega usually do. Once they get a little bit of a lead, once they get that gold lead, they want to play it objectively. They want to play it with the setup, because what's the point of going for crazy fights if you don't have the setup, right? Omega, they want to go in with one clean sweep, right?
Yeah.
They get the Lord, they get the pressure on the lanes, and they are going to go for the siege onto the base. They know that they've been chunking that base really low. 3 inhibitor turrets left for ONIC Philippines, but all of them are at very low HP. So with this, Omega have a lot of pressure to start contesting for these Lords.
I agree. And now Bimo here trying to give information for his team here. Omega just baiting the Lord, trying to deal information, but take a look at mid-side here. Matilda is caught, but Chaknu with the flicker still surviving that one feather airstrike to E2 Max. Again, trying to deal some sort of pressure, and as well as zoning out the members from Omega.
Yeah, this is going to be huge. This is basically going to be the game-ending push or the game-ending fight here, as Omega are getting chunked really low. Marky's still able to zone away the members from the side of Omega, but look at Kyrie going in with the Dragon. Is going to be able to connect, and that's going to be the feather airstrike, killing Kelra off the board right before the Lord fights, but the Phantom Execution will be used. Winner Truncheon to dodge away and nullify the damage, but Rise is looking for more. He goes in for the puncture, instantly going to be taken down, but he takes one with him. The shutdown by Kyrie, and picking up a legendary for himself as they're looking for more. 3 members are still on the board for the side of Omega. Smart, they need to be really careful, but it seems like ONIC Philippines, they've gotten the fight and they've gotten the tempo now to play with the Enhanced Lord.
Wow, the discipline from the side of ONIC PH catches 2 members from Omega, but they just want the Lord now. Omega, what will they do? They have no jungler, so they have no chance to contest the Lord. Lord has been slain for the hands of ONIC PH.
Absolutely. This is just brilliant, honestly, from the side of ONIC Philippines. Playing it really well. They know that Omega Smart have the gold lead. Instead of just going for reckless fights, instead of just not caring and going for desperate fights, they still fight in terms of setup. They're not frustrated at all. You know, this is what we said. This is what we asked from ONIC Esports before the game. Will the mental be the case? Will the mental be the problem for them? Because going against a very experienced team like Omega Smart, the mental is definitely going to be huge. These are the defending international champs, and with the Enhanced Lord pushing in, marching down the base in the mid lane, it is going to be huge. But unfortunately, we will still have another pause coming in from the side of ONIC. Wait a minute, we're going to get straight into the game right now as the feather airstrike has been popped to zone away the members. It is going to be the inhibitor turret taken down, but in the bottom side, Ryzen's still able to defend it right now as Bimo goes in for away the Dragon onto Renzio. A lot of damage has been placed. Immortality will be burnt down, but the Phantom Execution will miss. Thornrose will be able to connect, and that's going to be Ryzen going back and forth to the backside. Kyrie will look to do the same thing, but the Circular Eagle will connect onto him right now. It is going to be Omega actually defending the base and getting a 1-for-0 in the process. The airstrike has been pinned. E2 Max will fall, but the Thornrose will connect right now as Marky is in the midst of everything, trying to kite away as His damage is just insane, but it is going to be 3 members from the side of Omega taken down. Ryzen, the only member left. He's going to go in for the puncture, but it is all for naught. A wipe out for ONIC Philippines as they look to end the game right now with the minions. Marky diving in. The minions are only the ones left stopping ONIC Philippines from winning, but god darn, it is going to be ONIC sweeping Omega Smart with the last BMs right here to finish off the game in a 2-0 clean sweep.
ONIC Philippines showing their quality once again in game number 2. It was too much for the side of Omega. Omega could not defend and could not fight.